What up? It's your boy, Luke for Prez, back again with another video for you guys. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day out there. Today, I am going to be providing you guys with an update in regards to my type beat channel experiment. If you've seen any of the previous videos, you know that I started a second YouTube channel to house all of my beats, and the goal was to post a new beat every single day for as long as possible and basically just track the results and see if I could take my channel from zero to hero. You know what I'm saying? Well, we have yet another month's worth of results to dive into, and yeah, there have been some significant developments, and we'll be diving into all of that. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. You know the drill. All the YouTube algorithm stuff that we need to keep this train going. And with that being said, let's dive into these results. So as you can see, I have the month of September 2021 pulled up in my channel analytics tab. And we saw some tremendous growth from the previous month. The impressions are up 153%. The views are up 701%. And the unique viewers is up to 4.3 thousand, which is at least 999% higher than the previous month. Just to like put this into perspective, let me pull up August's data for you. Okay, so 6,000 impressions, click-through rate 5.3, whatever. The views, 634 for the entire month. Unique viewers, 328. Let's pull this back again. Look at the difference here. This shit's crazy, right? How in God's name did I do this? It's very simple. Instead of posting full-length beat videos, I started creating YouTube shorts and posting those instead of posting full-length beat videos. And as you can see from the traffic source types for the month of September, the shorts feed represents 82.6% of the total views that the channel has gotten. So in terms of the keywords that I used in September, I stuck with young mall type beat, drill type beat, UK drill type beat, Stunna Gambino type beat, and Fabio Foreign type beat. And as you can see, like young mall type beat performed the best in terms of YouTube search traffic, but that only represented 2.8% of the traffic for the channel at all. So with these short form videos, it seems as though the keywords are maybe like less important than the overall just watch time and engagement on the video itself. That's just my theory. I don't know that for a fact, but I know the TikTok algorithm works similarly to that. It's all about like average view duration. So if you're having like a 15-second video on TikTok, you need to have like 100% view duration for it to, you know, be suggested out further within the algorithm. And it's probably something similar like that with YouTube Shorts. So I didn't really like trip too hard on which keywords I was using, because you're not even typing anything in to see a short. It's just, you know, magically popping up on your feed. So the importance of keywords seems to be less when we're talking about these shorter form videos. But again, I'm still like learning and trying to figure out exactly how that works. So don't take my word there for gospel by any stretch. So I touched on this a little bit in the previous update video. I mentioned I was going to start experimenting with more short form content because that seems to be the trajectory we're headed in on all of these platforms, right? You got YouTube Shorts to try to compete with TikTok. You got Instagram Reels that's now trying to compete with TikTok. And clearly the organic reach of those posting types far and away exceeds the old school traditional way of posting to these platforms. At least for now, I do not anticipate this continuing on this level for very long, as more and more people start to realize that there is a much easier way to get a shit ton of views to your content. So enjoy it while it lasts, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Now, did this gigantic boost in impressions, views, and unique viewers result in any sales to my beat store? Let's find out. So, in the month of September, my pro page generated $489, which sounds like a lot. However, I know where all three of these sales came from, and they're not from YouTube. So, once again, it appears as though the YouTube channel, despite all of these extra views and everything, did not generate me any money whatsoever. This top one here for 400 was an exclusive sale where I literally just sent the person the link myself to the pro page so they could, you know, go through the process of checking out and purchasing the exclusive. Same thing with this unlimited lease that I sold. I sent the link to someone to use it. And this third one I actually didn't even get paid for. It was, that's actually someone else's beat. It was a collab beat. I sent them a loop and they used it and then they got a sale, but it was part of their like buy one, get one free deal or whatever. So I didn't even get paid for that. And it came from somebody else's store. So despite the wonderful boost in metrics here, it didn't result in any money going into my pocket. Another thing to note is in the month of September, I also got 39 subscribers, which I think is like by far the most I've gotten in a month since like the very first month that I started doing this. So that's pretty cool. But, you know, there's a couple things that I need to be 100% honest with you guys about, because the main goal of this whole channel is to just document my entire journey as a music producer and share with you, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Number one, I did not post every single day in the month of September for the first time. So I have officially ended the posting a new beat every single day streak, unfortunately. I mentioned in the last video that there was a possibility that, you know, I might take a few days off because it seems as though just posting every single day, especially those long form videos, doesn't necessarily result in exponential growth on its own. I think I ended up posting like 23 beat video shorts in the month of September. So there, you know, about a week's worth that I didn't post. So I'm gonna need to change that banner image on the channel that says new beat every single day. And then to be even more honest with you guys, like even though I saw this crazy growth in the month of September, I've been slacking so hard on this channel in October. I am making this video on October 17th, 2021. And as you can see, I've only posted 3 videos to the channel this month so far. This has been a really grueling experience switching over to these short form videos, which is a little counterintuitive because you would think that because they're shorter, they're easier to make, but actually it has slowed my workflow down considerably because part of the strategy that I implemented with these shorts was to make a very cool looking video, right? Like I wanted the production value, if you will, to be top notch and super engaging, more so than anybody else is doing at the moment. So I'll give you an example of what one of my short videos looked like. So I'm just gonna mute it so I don't have to talk over it. But basically, this is what it looks like. And obviously it looks way sicker on the phone when you're just holding it because it takes up like the whole screen. The dimensions are perfect for, you know, the YouTube short. So to me, I don't know, you can say what you will about it. I think this looks really dope, and I have like a bunch of different variations that I've used. I am not a graphic designer by any stretch. I'm not a videographer. I'm none of these things, right? I am a producer, and that's all I enjoy doing, right? All this other stuff that is necessary that I do, it's not something that I'm necessarily passionate about, right? And so It took a long time to figure out like how to actually design this. I've done it all in Canva, so it took forever to figure out how to do it. And then it's a big process in creating these, right? I have to find a music video, then I have to rip it from YouTube, then I have to chop it up into 15-second or 30-second clips, then I have to upload that into Canva, then I have to customize the template, then I have to export the template, then I have to upload it into iMovie and put the snippet of my beat on it and remove the original audio and like all this stuff. And that's not even like the half of it. You know what I'm saying? So trying to juggle that with still making new beats on a regular basis, which is what brings me happiness as a human. You know what I'm saying? And still trying to sell beats, do all my typical marketing stuff, and trying to improve as a producer, and trying to step my networking game up and actually reaching out to artists, and trying to post not only to YouTube Shorts, but to Instagram Reels daily, TikTok daily, which literally like crushes my soul to do. It just became like for the first time in my entire production career, I like wasn't happy. I don't even know how to describe it. It like, because it's such a foreign feeling to me since I've started this process, right? It's been obviously like a big challenge, but relatively enjoyable at every step because it was all focused on my passion. But for whatever reason, adding these short form pieces of content to my daily and weekly routines has really taken a lot out of me. And unfortunately, you know, this beat channel just is kind of the one thing that really fell by the wayside during the last month or so. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. And you would think like, but Luke, bro, like look at this crazy improvement that you've seen in the month of September. Like of all times to take your foot off the gas, this should not be it. And to that, I would say you're 100% right. Like, you know, I probably shouldn't have. But the thing is, like, while those numbers look very impressive, number one, as you saw, it didn't translate into any money. But number two, I'm still not sure if the format of the shorts that I'm using is optimal for selling beats and being engaging. I mean, one big thing that I've noticed, and I'm still learning, you know, YouTube Shorts is a very new feature on the platform. But one thing that I know for sure is most of the views come from the Shorts feed itself, right? Either in that little like window, if you're scrolling through YouTube, you'll notice like now there's like a shorts window with a bunch of shorts next to each other will appear. Or once you click on one of those, if you just keep scrolling, like you'll just get an endless, stream of these videos, just like TikTok, right? When your video is posted in that shorts window or the shorts feed, which again is where like 83% of my views in September came from, you cannot access the description of the video where the link to the beat is placed. So that's like the number one huge drawback with posting YouTube Shorts. There's no call to action that people can instantaneously click on. If you do happen to find the short just on YouTube on like your desktop, the description and everything is still there. And so that's why I like took the time to include this at all, but barely anybody's even seeing that. And I don't know how engaging this would actually be to a would-be artist, right? Like it can't hurt, obviously, but I think like the overall numbers are inflated because we're talking about a 15 or 30-second little clip that people don't really have a choice in whether or not they watch it, right? Like if you're just scrolling through that feed and it just pops up, like you didn't choose to watch a beat video in that time, right? And again, like this is still not a good excuse to justify like just stopping the posting, but it's still to be determined like how beneficial these types of videos are to one's beat business, right? It's something I'm still investigating. Soon I will begin re-implementing a consistent posting schedule, most likely, unless I get some video that goes viral. I'm not going to be posting every single day. I'm going to find a posting frequency that works for me, that is sustainable and doesn't make me depressed because I'm spending so much time making these stupid videos as opposed to actually making beats and getting better as a producer. So what that frequency will be is still to be determined, but if I can generate enough traction with the shorts, then maybe I can consider going back to posting full-length beat videos in addition to the shorts, and maybe that will springboard things to a new level. But I don't know, guys. Like, you know, I've been posting beat videos in one form or fashion or another to YouTube for 3 years now, and it still doesn't equate to a big percentage of the revenue that I've been able to generate. So I'm at this point now where I'm like, how much time should I really be devoting to something that represents like maybe 1% of the money that I've made as a producer? You know what I mean? Like, I've found these other avenues that work better. I've leaned into those. Is it worth it to keep trying to, you know, crack this code? These are the questions that I'm now asking myself. I feel like you can only like bang your head against a wall so many times before you're like, yo, maybe I should not do this. But then again, like, I don't know, like, I'm definitely not gonna quit doing this either, right? Because I do think it's still possible. I think you just need to figure out the right keyword combination, and just, you know, I think it's a combination of like having the right types of beats, having beats that are actually good that people want to listen to and enjoy, and then catching the right set of keywords at the right time. So I do think timing is a key factor in, you know, exploding on YouTube as well. So ultimately, do I think it's still possible? Yes, I do think it's still possible to blow up on YouTube posting type beats. I do. Do I think it's more difficult now than ever before? Yes, I also believe that as well. So I'm not going to give up on posting beats to YouTube, but I am going to reassess the amount of time that I devote to this aspect of my beat business, because I'm seeing better results in other areas. So I feel like the time devoted to different aspects of the business needs to equate to the amount of revenue that those things are actually bringing in, if that makes sense. That's basically where I'm at. This is probably going to be the last video in this series, because I can't keep titling these videos, oh, I posted a new beat for however many days in a row, because that's no longer the reality, unfortunately. But I will continue to post an update here and there in some form or fashion, especially once I'm really able to figure out a way to implement a posting schedule that doesn't feel like a job, you know what I mean? And it is not taking away from the other things that I'm trying to do with my production career. Now that I have almost 150 days worth of data to analyze, there are some big picture takeaways that I think I can now confidently share with you guys. And the main thing that I've learned is posting every single day does not equal success on YouTube. Until you've found the combination of keywords that actually gets you traction and you start to see growth, then by all means post as frequently as possible. But you run the risk of burning out, which is the best way that I can describe what has happened to me in the last month or so, right? I've for the first time felt like I was burning out, and that is very dangerous. Like, that's not a point that you ever want to reach in your production career, because you might end up quitting, right? Or not enjoying it anymore, and that defeats the whole purpose of this, right? So be very cognizant of burnout, and that's why I keep harping on this same point, but like, figure out a posting schedule that works for you, that fits within your workflow, that's not going to kill you, you know what I mean? Or make you stop enjoying the process. The other big takeaway is these short form videos, they get you a shit ton of more impressions, views, subscribers. Look into that. Think about starting to post those. Now, do those views and subscribers hold the same magnitude as a view or a subscriber from like a longer form video? That remains to be seen. So yeah, those are the two biggest takeaways that I can really share with you guys in terms of this entire experiment. We're gonna keep plugging away at it. Like I said, I'm definitely not gonna just abandon this, but it is going to take a more backseat to, you know, some other ventures that I'm working on that I'm seeing better results in. So let me know in the comments, as always, if there's something that I've overlooked or if you've seen some similar growth from these short form videos, or, you know, something else. And yeah, I'll definitely, you know, make another one of these at some point once I have more of a specific action plan mapped out. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope this video has been helpful in some way to just kind of see how this experiment has gone. Let me know in the comments what video you would like to see next. Once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Luke for Prez. I'm getting out of here. Peace.